You're finding yourself somewhere in the middle, right? In the middle of where you used to be, which was absolute shit. And you were so far away from yourself and you had no idea who you were and you were constantly trying to figure it out. You're not there anymore, but at the same time, you're not in that magical fairyland. I make $1 million every year. I'm living my passion, living my purpose every single day. Reality, you're not really there yet either. So, where are you? You're in the flow. You're in the flow of moving away from who you used to be and towards who you were always destined to become. And I am here at this particular point in your journey to deliver a philosophy that will aid you in moving forward. If you are connected with me, you likely are familiar with manifestation, you're familiar with the law of attraction. Maybe you've dabbled in the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Louise Hay, Eckhart Tolle. You're ready for something simple. You're ready for something that encompasses everything you've ever learned and can be brought into a simple practice that you don't need to sit down and be still for. A practice that you can integrate in your day-to-day life. And that process is something that I like to call life. Living in flow eternally. My name is Christina Ariastar, and I believe that we are living in flow eternally. And let me describe to you what this process is and how it works. I also would like to share that I am a spiritual coach and I am currently open for new clients. If you'd like to apply to be part of one of my coaching programs, the link is in the description box. And I would absolutely love to explore the possibility of working with you. But without further ado, let's begin discussing this philosophy. This came to me, of course, channeled. I'm a channel. I channel a lot of information. And ever since this came to me, my life has been an epic adventure. It honestly allowed me to have so much more freedom, and the ability to tap into source consciousness so quickly and easily was imperative for me as I was beginning to transition into a nomadic lifestyle. It's very important to be able to tap in and get answers immediately whenever you want to have them. So I'm going to read this philosophy to you right now. Our collective energy appears now as individual, separate energies. But now, in our perspective, can our one individual self be seen and felt to be unified with all that is? Our present moment reality is created through our chosen preferences and desires. We communicate our preferences and desires to the creative force of life through our focus. Our focus is made up of our thoughts, our emotions, our attention. Our individual inner focus is revealed to us through our experience of the outer world. So the things that you're experiencing, this video, for example, is a piece of data that shares with you what it is that you've been focusing on inside. Life begins with thought, life begins with feeling, and this video is simply a reflection of your internal state. So congratulations on cultivating such a great inner state to allow this video to be in your outer world. What if we collectively chose one focus and created for each other as one? The state of the mind and of the heart impacts the life that we live. That is why we now enter into this journey of increasing our awareness of our mental and emotional energies. Focus is very powerful for both mental and emotional energy. When we direct those two energies in the direction that matches the experience that we desire, it is inevitable for us to receive those imagined experiences as our true present moment reality. I'm going to repeat that for you, don't worry. When we direct the two energies of our mental and emotional energy in the direction that matches the experience that we desire. So basically, we're bringing our consciousness into a future reality where we're already experiencing, we're already being in the reality that we would like to be in. We imagine the mental and emotional energy that that self has. And we're not really imagining this mental and emotional energy, we're receiving it through the intention of connecting. So, for example, Let's say you want to be a Hay House published author. That's one of my dreams. I want that. I'm tuning into the version of Christina that is the Hay House published author. And all I'm doing is, right now I'm getting a picture of me sitting at a beautiful desk writing. So I see myself in that environment and I'm just tuning into my body. How does this body feel? What is this mind thinking? What is this person? What are their habits? What are their feelings day to day? What are they thinking about day to day? And I'm receiving that. So when we direct our mental energy and our emotional energy in the direction that matches the experience that we desire, it is inevitable for us to receive those imagined experiences as our true present moment reality. So what I'm saying is, as I tune more and more into the mental and emotional energy that matches the future of Christina being a Hay House author, as I tune into her mental and emotional energy and become one with the mental and emotional energy that she carries, it's inevitable for me to then come into experiencing that reality in my present moment. There is only one reality, and that is this one moment. As we experience this moment, can we tune our focus towards the part of this moment that we are unified in? Can we acknowledge the unity that is here in this moment without seeing it? If so, we can easily and collectively choose our future. This is the process of life, living in flow eternally. Listening to the breath, imagining the future, feeling the future, and experiencing life. We start by listening to the breath. So you can do this right now. Just listen to your breath. Have your awareness on your breath and start to notice what it is that you imagine from simply being with the breath and the breath being the only thing that the focus is occupied with. What types of images are you receiving of your future? And in the future, here, I'll get into why it's so important to allow the images to come to you instead of you reaching to the images. Where was I? Listening to the breath, imagining the future. So once the mind is clear and present, we receive an image of what it is that we are opening up to experiencing in the future. If the image we are receiving is something we are wanting to experience, we move on to the next step, which is feeling what we believe we would if the future moment we are picturing in the mind's eye were to be the present moment physical reality. Once we complete receiving an image of a desired future and we have tuned into the feelings of that future, the next step is to experience life. Now, I think it's very important to just experience life, to have a life within the life that you want to manifest, to realize that just because you don't have the car, the dream partner, the dream home doesn't mean you don't experience life. Life doesn't wait for anybody. You aren't waiting to experience the feelings that you are going to feel when you have those things. It's actually the opposite. You're going to feel the feelings that are congruent with the life that you know that you'll have in the future. So this is an important part. If the image we are receiving is not something we are wanting to experience, so if you're tuning into your breath and as soon as you tune into your breath, you're 3 years old and your mom's yelling at you, you don't want to manifest more of that energy. That's when it's a clue or a sign that deeper shadow work is needed to be done, and you might not be ready to fully manifest your future if your subconscious mind isn't a fertile ground for new experiences to be brought on. As you're tuning into your breath, if you're having memories of the past come up or unwanted future realities come up, that's a time when it's important to do some shadow work. So if we are receiving something that we are not wanting to experience, we come back to the breath. We return to the present moment until a desirable image of the future comes to us. We create trust with ourselves and with this life by consciously receiving our future, surrendering to the role that truly is ours, and committing our energy and focus to that future until it is made manifest. The future unfolds freely from the state of the present moment. We're not thinking about what we want. we're actually opening up to experience what it is that the universe, source, life, God has intended to create through us together. This is a sacred process. This is a sacred relationship. This process combines principles of non-attachment, the power of thought, the power of emotion, divine surrender, trust, and tuning into divine guidance. Living in flow eternally is the most effective way for us to experience life because we are receiving from a higher perspective instead of creating from a limited mind or a desperate heart. That's the part that I was excited to share, that if you're thinking about what it is that you want and you're thinking about what it is that will make you happy, you're going to manifest something that you come into that future present moment and you're still thinking about how you could be happy or what you could experience in the future. What we want is to create from a satisfied, whole, complete state. And we get that by tuning into the breath. We get that from feeling the divine spirit that is moving through us, that is our breath. And as we tune into that energy, that is when we get to receive images that are congruent with our current possibilities. So when we receive those images, we can then make a whole fantasy out of them and let our body really feel the feelings of that future, and that calibrates us. That creates a magnetic effect. That creates a field of energy that then we can go out and experience our life, and we don't have to think about what we're manifesting. We don't have to focus on it because we already calibrated ourselves through the breath. And as you're experiencing life, maybe someone talks to you a certain way or something happens that inspires you to make you want to tune into your breath again and feel the future again and imagine the future again. You can do it in a moment. You can do it when you're around others. You don't need privacy. You don't need silence. You just need your breath, and your breath is the one thing that you constantly have in this life. This process allows us to experience our true mind and heart, feeling complete and receiving an image of a future that is naturally on its way to us, allows us to be more aware of the truth of our presence, thus allowing the best possible timeline to flow through effortlessly. This process trains our focus and opens us up to the power of our creative abilities that have been naturally placed within our being. I see us freely and peacefully experiencing life, knowing that all we desire just comes to us. There is nothing that is needed to be done other than what comes through naturally. This is flow state. This is you creating from a space of, I know who I am, I love who I am, I accept who I am, and I'm creating a life as who I am. Not, oh, I have to completely abandon myself and create a whole new personality to have this whole new future. No, this is you. This is you experiencing life, choosing the things that you ultimately are destined to receive through tuning back into your true spirit, your true heart, your true mind. Breathing, taking in the moment, receiving an image of the future, feeling that future, and ultimately returning to the bliss that is our present moment. As our consciousness moves into the experience of new moments, we experience great trust for the choices that we make. With our focus on either the blissful present moment that is here or on the positive images of our future, our vibration is one with peace, joy, love, enlightenment. It becomes rare for us to ever experience worry or fear. Each choice we feel called to take brings us more into all of the good vibes. Our desired future must be inevitable if it came from a place of oneness, surrender, and openness to the life force that is here always. If manifesting our dream life is taking us away from experiencing the life that is here and now, what's the point of manifesting at all? We created this process because we knew that there was a way that we could manifest the new earth and live to enjoy the earth that is here now in the same minute. The acronym for remembering these steps is LIFE, L-I-F-E. Living in flow eternally, listening to the breath, imagining the future, feeling the future, experiencing life. All we ever need to do to be united with all that we desire is to be the life that we naturally, freely, and truly are in this One moment. And this process is the reason that this video exists today. I have been on a beautiful journey of creating a YouTube video every single day because I would love to have a full-time career as a YouTuber. I also would love to be a speaker, traveling all around the world, doing a world tour to share my philosophy, my channeling, my coaching, possibly some singing too. I love to sing. But anyways, I don't know why my hand did this. Singing. Ah! Anyways, I was listening to the breath, living in that space, and connecting with the universe and asking what to share today. And I received an image that I was sharing this. So here I am, living in flow eternally. I hope that this video helped you have more clarity on how it is that you manifest. I hope that as you continue to live your life, that you spend most of your focus and time actually manifesting and studying your own life and making sure that the videos that are online that are about manifesting are just a small portion of your life, and most of it is you living life and experiencing things and actually manifesting things, because that is the point. Again, if you need any assistance with manifesting, with being in your energy, with having a clear channel to receive clear, positive, open possibilities for your future so that you can start being a vessel for life to happen as you, link is in the description box to apply for one of my coaching programs. I would love to explore the possibility of working with you. Listen to your breath, imagine your future, feel your future, experience life. Manifesting should be fun and easy. I hope that as you continue to journey forward, your life is full of beautiful opportunities for you to learn more about your abilities as a co-creator in this beautiful experience that we were having as pure beings of love and light. Thank you again for supporting my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing and for liking the video. Put a comment below if you feel inspired to comment on how this video has impacted your journey, and I look forward to sharing more creations with you in the future. Bye.